before COVID in Belgium, we already had some stuff on indoor air quality. It finally evolved until 2019, just before the pandemic, where the legislation on work said that each employer should have risk analysis and an action plan so that he can provide the best possible air to his employees. Then COVID came by. The first guidance on ventilation was there in May 2020. And from April 21 onwards, we started advisory to the public and also emergency legislation, which is probably known because we have things like there should be a CO2 monitor visible. And we learned some lessons from COVID. So yeah, this should not happen again, and certainly not on the same scale. Our government is convinced that better indoor air quality should be promoted. And we should continue and extend the policy on indoor air. And that's why our law of November the 6th, 22 was born. And this law, we had legislation that was focusing on workers, but this law is focusing on public accessible closed spaces. So instead of workers that are put central, here the public is put central. We say that you should at least monitor CO2, but ventilation is not everything. We should also limit the sources of indoor air pollution. So that's why we are asking for risk analysis and an action plan. We also want to make a framework for air purification. First of all, it should work well. And second, it should not harm. In a further stage, we want to implement certification and labeling. We have made it possible to have an indoor air quality platform. In that air quality platform, we bring together the governments, the scientific institutions, the universities, the fabricants, the people who make the solutions, HVAC people, certificators, and the sectors that are involved. And we want to bring them together to enhance knowledge, to support the improvement